you're in this area where things could go either great or bad right now. Does that change the way you race, during the course of an event?
I think it definitely makes you a little more conscious, at the end of the race or even at the end of a stage, whatever, right? Like you just, say we're running 12th, right? And I could maybe get to 11th, but I'm going to put myself in a really just risky spot. You probably are a little more just smart about it. Just knowing that a 12th place kind of keeps us in the mix, keeps us in the hunt where, if you make a super risky move and you lose 6-7 spots or, crash or something, it just puts us in a really bad spot. And, even last week at Talladega was kind of the same. When I flat spotted that first pit stop, realistically, I probably could have made it to the end of the stage, but it was one of those things where if I didn't make it to the end, I blew a tire, we were going to finish 30th something, where I knew if we came down, changed tires, I was going to be a lap down, but I was probably going to get my lap back at some point. And I just thought big picture, I was probably a little bit smarter. So it's definitely something I think about while I'm out there. And, it's a little bit harder at a place like this, but definitely something that I'm focusing on for sure.
Chase, if you were in charge of setting practice, what would the right amount be?
I don't know. I think it all depends, right? Like each racetrack's kind of different too, but I don't know. I think 45 minutes wouldn't be terrible. I don't know if we need multiple hours, but 20 minutes is kind of short. I just would like to be able to change a little bit more. Like it'd be nice to be able to change springs and just do a little bit more, where maybe if you had 40 minutes, 45 minutes, and you could open that up. The hard thing is when we qualify right after, it makes it where once you go through tech, it's kind of hard to open that stuff up. But yeah, I don't hate the 20 minutes. I don't love it either. But yeah, I just would like to just be able to change some more stuff, just because, especially last year for us when we were as off as we were, it was just really hard to ever get caught up. Where if you were able to change more stuff and try more stuff at the track, it makes it a little easier.
If that changed qualifying, if it pushed qualifying until, say, after the Xfinity race, would that be horrible for you as a driver?
It would definitely change your Saturdays. But yeah, I don't know. I do like how we kind of go back to back now, just because you kind of get it out of the way. And even as a driver, it's just you're kind of in a rhythm because you just got out of the car and you go straight into qualifying. But I don't know if we need to do it after the Xfinity race. Like I just feel like from a timing standpoint, that kind of makes it tough too. So yeah, I don't know what the perfect solution is. I don't think it's bad right now, but it just would be nice to be able to change some stuff.
Thank you.
If I'm not mistaken, you said at Daytona at the start of the year that all 4 SHR teams are, I guess, working more, sharing more info together. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Being 12th in points now, the second highest of all the boards, actually, do you kind of feel that change making dividends to start this year compared to last?
Yeah, I think so a little bit. Like I just feel like we've done a way better job of working together, and even from the driver standpoint, me and Noah every week sit down for hour and a half and just go through data and videos, and I feel like that's helped me a lot from just a preparation standpoint. Where in the past, it just wasn't really, we weren't going to do that, right? Like Kevin's got so much going on, Eric kind of has his own way of doing things, so it's been nice for all of us to kind of be the same, I guess, level of where we're at in our careers. And we all are at the shop a lot more, so you see those guys and can bounce questions off of them. But yeah, I think for sure, just with me and how much more we've been working together, it's certainly been a benefit for me and my program, I feel like.
Thank you.
What was your relationship with Noah, if you can refresh my memory, before you became, did you guys
it's funny, the first time I ever met Noah, I guess, was in the truck series in 2017, and Daytona, I wrecked him on the first lap, caused the big one. I spun him out the following week at Martinsville, and I remember he came down there and was yelling at me. He's like, man, that's 2 strikes. Like, you're getting close to the third one, right? And we didn't really talk a whole lot that truck series year, but then the Xfinity stuff, we always were racing against each other and got along well. We didn't really talk a whole lot just because we were at different teams, but we always got along. And then it's been awesome having him come over there. Me and him, as crazy as it seems, are a lot alike, I feel like, from a personality standpoint. Like we just find the same stuff funny a lot of the time and kind of joke around with each other, and we just have a really good relationship, and even our driving styles are fairly similar. So setup wise, we can bounce a lot of things off, and we just, even how we prepare going into the weekend, I feel like is really similar. And it's been it's kind of nice to just kind of work together with him, and I feel like it's definitely been a benefit for me.
Jared Haas with Frontstretch.com. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, check one of those 2 videos out that we have right beside you. Visit Frontstretch.com for more great content.